What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Nothing But Skills, and today we're going to be talking about the release date for 1.8, the next global event, what I'm doing to prepare for 1.8, what I recommend you guys doing, and then the gear set that I'm going to run in the next global event. First things first is we know that Division 1.8's PTS ended a little bit over a month ago, and in the last state of the game, they said that Division 1.8 will release in early December. I have a feeling that this may be delayed. I know they're working hard to get this update out because I have a feeling that the next global event was supposed to be holiday themed. Now, what I mean by that is, if you noticed in the last global event, the masks were a pig, a clown, and a Jason's mask. Those were all kind of like Halloween based, and they released right before Halloween. Now, the only thing that could be holding up 1.8 is they needed to finish a couple tweaks, and then of course Sony and Microsoft need to approve the update before they release it in the PSN store and the Microsoft store. Once Sony and Microsoft approve the update, usually the following week is when the update is released. So to prepare for 1.8, there are two things you guys should be doing. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get as much credits as possible, and the best way of doing that is either farming last stand, farming bosses, or doing DZ runs where you're just picking as much loot as possible, extracting it, and then selling all that loot to the vendor. What I've personally been doing is I've been doing a lot of last stand, and then if I go in the DZ, I pick up every single item whether I need it or not. I extract it, and as soon as I extract it, I go to the checkpoint, get all the items, and then I sell them to the vendor. I only have 29 million credits, and that's because I've been trying to min-max my builds. I know it's a waste right now, and I'll talk to you guys about that in a second. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is get as much division tech as possible. If you notice, my division tech is at 2,000 right now, and I really recommend if you don't have division tech, you start stocking up as much as you can. The reason why is to max out your gear in 1.8, you're gonna need to have a lot of division tech and a lot of credits. That is because of the optimization table they bring into 1.8. That is the next thing I want to talk to you guys about. As you guys know, we currently can roll our gear main stat or attribute that we want, but we are limited to one stat or attribute roll on gold or exotic pieces, and two major stats or attribute rolls on classified pieces. Even with that, our armor roll may be low, and our other attribute that we wanted to keep may have low rolls. The great thing about the optimization table is that you're able to max out all your gear pieces for 250,000 credits and 50 division techs per roll. Now, this may take more than one roll to max out your gear. One roll does boost all gear stats, but I have seen people use up to 10 rolls on one gear piece to max it out, which can add up quickly. 10 rolls times 250,000 is 2.5 million. 10 rolls times 50 division tech is 500 division tech. With only being able to hold 4,000 division tech, you can see how running out of division tech quickly may become an issue. I would recommend maximizing your main gear set first when 1.8 drops and working on others. To farm for credits and division tech, you can do the run that you see me doing now. I start at the bottom extraction in DZ8, hitting the south tunnel, the basement, and then the north tunnel, bringing me to the extraction in DZ9. Once your stash is full, head to the checkpoint, take out everything that you have, and sell everything you don't need to the vendor. The cool thing about this route, you fight 3 bosses that have a chance of dropping classified pieces or even exotic pieces. You get a lot of loot, you get division tech from the bosses, and even NPCs have a chance of dropping division tech. Remember, purple, gold, and green caches give you division tech once you open them. Now for the build that I'm currently running in this video, and I'll be running for the global event number 3. Just a side note, I also ran this build in global event 1 and 2. The good thing about this build is the flame turret stops all shotgunners from pushing on you guys, and the final measure protects your team from grenades. Let's get more in depth with this build. So the first thing you're going to notice is my primary firepower is 317,000, my toughness is 312,000, my skill power is 273,000. For my chest, I'm running a Tactician Authority vest, road electronics, major attributes, skill haste, health, and ammo capacity. I unlock set bonus 2, 15% skill haste, and set bonus 3, 10% skill power because I am running it with the Ninja Bike backpack. For my mask, I'm running a final measure mask, rolled stamina, major attribute is skill power, minor attribute is burn resistance. Set bonus 2 is unlocked, 25% exotic damage resilience. Set bonus 3 is unlocked, 15% protection from elites. And set bonus 4 is unlocked. When in range of hostile grenades or mortars, diffuses them and adds grenades to your inventory. Can only happen once every 8 seconds. For the mod, I'm running electronics mod with skill power. For the knee pads, I'm running Tactician Authority knee pads, road electronics, major attribute is health, minor disorient, burn, and bleed resistance. For the mods, I'm running electronics mod with health and performance mod with 4% turret damage. For the holster, it's rolled skill haste, and then performance mod I'm running is 4% turret damage. For the gloves, the rolled firearms, they have assault rifle damage, skill haste, and critical hit chance. And I recommend whatever primary weapon you want to use with this build, make sure you roll it on there. So if you want to use an SMG, put SMG damage, a sniper rifle, marksman rifle damage, shotgun damage. I'm running the Urban MDR with this build, and I feel like it works best with this build, so I'm rolling assault rifle damage. My backpack, I'm running the Ninja Bike Messenger bag, and if you guys don't know, the talent on the Ninja Bike Messenger bag is the Ninja Bike Messenger bag slots with any gear set item to fulfill requirements towards unlocking a gear set bonus. Can unlock bonuses from multiple sets simultaneously. Cannot unlock classified gear set bonuses. So that's how I'm unlocking 3 set bonuses on my Tactician and 4 set on my Final Measure. The major attribute is skill power, and the minor attribute is burn resistance. The mods I'm running is an electronics mod with health, and then 2 performance mods with turret damage. The gun which makes this build is the Urban MDR. Enemy armor damage is 20%, base damage is 40,000. I have destructive, competent, and distracted. Distracted is only rolled on an Urban MDR, and that's why this build is so good to run with a flame turret. Your damage is increased by 18% against targets with status effects. So that's why when they're on fire, I get the extra 18% on top of the 40,000 base damage. For the mods, I'm running a magazine size, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, a large optics, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, headshot damage, a muzzle, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, headshot damage, and then an underbarrel with critical hit damage, reload speed, and optimal range. For my secondary, I'm running Tactical Super. Base damage on this is 95,000. It has competent, deadly, and fierce. The mods I'm running are magazine size, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, a pro red dot sight, critical hit damage, headshot damage, and critical hit chance, and then an underbarrel with optimal range, 48%, critical hit damage, and stability. For the skills, I'm running Overdose that heals me for 240,000 and heals my allies for 135,000. It comes back every 24 seconds. Then of course I'm running the Flame Turret that deals 10,000 damage. It comes back every 27 seconds, and the lifetime on it is 45 seconds. So I should always be with my turret unless it gets destroyed. For the talents, I'm running Critical Save, Strike Back, Wildfire, which I really recommend you running if you're running this build, because applying burn to any target triggers a 30% chance per each target and a 10-meter radius. So what that means is if you burn an NPC and he has 5 targets around him, they have 30% to catch on fire if they're within the 10-meter radius. Then for the last talent, I'm running Steady Hands, enter any cover to reduce recoil by 25% for 10 seconds. If I'm running with a group, I'll take off Steady Hands and I'll put Triage on. My Urban MDR gives me 14% critical hit chance, 81% critical hit damage, and 107% headshot damage. Enemy armor damage is 35%, skill haste is 40%, my max health is 213,000. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions on this build, use the comment section down below. If you guys enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're watching my video, hit the subscribe button. I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool, guys. I got a couple videos planned for next week, so hopefully I can do some recording and get those out to you guys. Let me get to work, guys. And for now, nothing but skills is out.